We are going to get straight into a reaction video. 6 foreign foods that are banned in the US. I'm excited. I personally don't know what food they're going to be. Usually it's US has a lot of food that's banned in other countries. So I'm shocked that we even have food in foreign countries that are banned here. But we're going to figure out why. Let's get straight into it, y'all.
Number 1, Karzu Marzu,
Oh.
better known as maggot cheese.
Ooh.
While most will make sure to keep their food fresh to avoid it from rotting and getting maggots, this cheese does the exact opposite. Karzu Marzu literally translates to rotten cheese and is made intentionally to contain maggots during its controversial fermentation process, where the fly lay eggs that eventually hatch to become maggots.
What the fuck?
Revered as a staple food from its native Sardinia.
They really eat that in Italy? I'm not trying to be like disrespectful or nothing like that, but like they eat the maggots? They see that there's bugs coming out of the food and they're okay with eating it?
Island in Italy. The wiggly cheese is illegal for commercial sales in Italy and has been banned in the US. Guinness World Record declared that it's the world's most dangerous cheese in 2009.
Yeah.
Potential health concerns from consuming live maggots.
Yeah.
The only cheese that I really wouldn't want to eat is this Casa Marzu, which is from Sardinia, and in that one it has live insects on it.
Why would you want to eat
And
cheese with live
what
insects?
they generally do is either scrape off the insects before you eat it, or they put the cheese in a paper bag and you can hear the insects popping around off the inside of the bag, and you wait until that noise dies down, and then you open it up and then you eat it.
We covered more in depth on maggot cheese in this video.
I know we is lying. That's how they eat the maggot cheese. And that's really what it's called, y'all. There's maggots inside the cheese. That's fucking crazy.
So make sure to watch it. Would you like your cheese melted or with maggots, sir?
Oh, I can see some of them. This is no gimmick. Having maggots chewing up the cheese gives it a soft texture and a unique taste. And the smell? Whew. There's literally thousands of them inside this
hell
cheese.
nah.
It's just hard to show you white on white here with our video cameras. The
Nah, he's
maggots
bugging.
are the larvae of a small fly that lays its eggs in the milk, and that milk gets turned into cheese. This is another gourmet dish born out of necessity. In hard times, people had to eat what they thought was spoiled cheese, and they actually developed a taste for it.
Nah, they're bugging.
Some people did anyway. Are you?
Yeah, we're with them on this one.
Number 2, haggis. Scotland is known for things like Scotch whiskey, Loch Ness Monster, and extraordinary castles, but it's also known for eating haggis, the national dish of Scotland. For those of you who are unaware of what haggis is, it's a savory pudding that consists of diced heart, lungs, liver that comes from the sheep. After adding oatmeal and seasoning the animal's organs with spices, onions, and peppers, it is stuffed inside the sheep's stomach to be boiled to produce the pudding known as haggis.
I believe this is
How's that pudding?
Sheep heart, lungs, and liver. See, you probably shouldn't sell it with that.
It's sheep heart, lungs, and liver, oatmeal, suet, and it's traditionally encased in a sheep's stomach.
Why?
Sounds pretty good, huh?
But for us Americans who are curious to try haggis, they will
Yeah, I
not
would
be able
try
to
it,
do
but
so,
why?
since it's been banned from being
Oh, never
imported
mind,
to the
banned.
US since 1971 as part of a prohibition that was made on consumption of livestock lungs. The restriction stems from the fact that livestock lungs can contain more microorganisms and toxins from the environment than other organs.
It can
Here's
get
a
you
fun
more
fact
sick.
for you. Famed American chef Anthony Bourdain loved haggis.
It must be bomb though.
In mind, this is a punchline to jokes in the States. You know, as a thing you definitely don't want to eat.
I want to try haggis. Where I gotta go for it?
It's really good.
You know, I would only eat it one time though. Sheep's liver, heart,
Number 3,
and lung. I don't know about all
flugelfish,
that.
or also known as pufferfish.
Oh, that's
It's also the
fire.
very fish that can end the person eating it if not prepared correctly.
Oh
Let me
yeah, I
explain why.
heard.
According to the FDA, pufferfish contains toxins that are extremely toxic, but that's not all. One pufferfish has enough of this toxin to permanently end up to 30 human beings.
Oh,
So one wrong cut on the
shit.
pufferfish, and then you just use your imagination.
At Tokyo University of Fisheries, Nagashima Tuji analyzes fugu poison. He hopes to develop an antitoxin for fugu.
That's okay. He's a real one for that.
Tiger fugu has enough toxin.
Wait, I have a quick question, real quick. If it's that poisonous, why is it being sold to customers that have money? like, I don't get it. And then there's no antidote. So like, if you were to die, like, there's nothing you can do. And then I'm also thinking, do you sign a paper before you eat this shit? Like,
30 people. The toxin itself, to give you an idea, is 1,000 times stronger than cyanide.
That's
No
crazy.
product has a higher price than the one that's the most taboo, the puffer. It's the seafood version of Russian roulette, an extremely poisonous fish that the Japanese call fugu.
While a delicacy in Japan, only a licensed trained professional chef is authorized to prepare fugu fish, given the risk. The same applies here in the US. While not illegal to consume, only licensed professionals can prepare the fish.
I wouldn't
There are
even eat it.
fewer.
I'm sorry.
So this makes fugu fish extremely hard to acquire here, which is practically de facto banned. We cover fugu fish more extensively in this video, so make sure to watch it. Number 4, black pudding. It's a
They call
staple from
everything
the UK
pudding.
and is also illegal to import to the United States. Black pudding is a type of blood sausage that is made with pork blood and occasionally beef and sheep blood, along with cereal, which is normally oatmeal or barley. Seems
Yo,
like
why they
Uncle
also
Sam's
put
issue
oatmeal
with
with
black
everything?
pudding is similar to that of haggis. It's a food that may contain sheep lung, which has already been banned from consumption in the U.S. since 1971.
That's what sheep lung looks like when it's all cooked, right? It looks like a brownie or like, I'm not gonna lie, beans.
Looks like you had to take a trip to the UK if you want to try some black pudding.
Of blood? It's lovely.
Kind of looks like a corned beef hash.
It's got like little like nuggets in there. I don't know what those are.
Number 5, bird's nest. It may come as a surprise to some that this is actually a food, but yes, bird's nests are edible and actually considered a delicacy in China, where bird nests are often used in soups. It's created from hardened saliva of the male swiftlet, a type of bird species, and is prized for the high protein and flavor. Now check this out. It can cost up to $4,300 per pound.
The
Are you
bird's nest
dead
commercial
ass?
industry is dominated by China.
Why and how do they get that? And it's a car. It costs just as much as a car. Like, that money down here would buy a car. But who would want to eat a bird's nest? Actually, I wouldn't mind. I would try it, but I probably wouldn't do it like twice or 3 times.
With over 60% of the demand coming from the Chinese markets. The processed bird's nest are then shipped to China, where they are graded by hand and the price is assigned according to quality.
However, even if you could afford to try the bird's nest, you won't be able to do so here in the US because it's been banned from being imported due to the potential risk that bird's nests might carry, the pathogen avian influenza.
Yeah, that makes sense.
or
Yeah, you don't want that shit.
H5N1 for short. Number 6, horse meat. While it's not illegal to consume horse meat in the US on the federal level, it's been banned from being sold for human consumption since 2006. Which means the owners can consume their own horses, but they're not.
That's crazy. So if you own a horse out there, y'all, you can eat it yourself. I personally don't know what horse tastes like, and I don't know where the hell you would go to eat horse. Oh, well, you just told you it got banned in the U.S. from being available to eat in restaurants. So I would have to buy a horse, cut it down, and then eat it. Oh, yeah, no, that's crazy. Like, and then how would you, if, okay, like, God forbid you had a horse for like 18 years and then it died. Would you be able to eat it? I know I couldn't. Bury that mother trucker or take him to where the other horses go. Like, that's crazy. They really eat horses. I feel like horses are like dogs in a sense. Like, it's another pet.
Not allowed to sell it.
Horse meat. Customers will have a chance to try horse tartare, or raw horse meat imported from Canada. Last year, Congress lifted a ban on the slaughter of horses in the United States.
Yeah, what the hell?
There is no real market for human consumption of horse meat in the States. Now, many Americans consider horses to be pets, but in some European and Asian countries, it's seen as a delicacy.
The reason is that horse meat cannot be sold or distributed without being inspected first, and there currently isn't any legal process in how the inspection can or may take place. For most, horses are beloved pets, so will probably be kept off the menu regardless.
Triggered a federal investigation
Yeah.
after served horse meat has been given a warning from the USDA. The Department of Agriculture has told the restaurant never to serve horse again.
Tonight, Cure Restaurant in Lawrenceville held a special dinner for Canadian chefs. On the menu, horse tartare, raw minced horse meat. Immediately, some horse lovers were outraged and started online petitions. So the USDA has sent Severino a warning letter telling him never to serve horse meat again. The USDA runs the country's food inspection service.
You know they only did that is because they see horses as pets. Because if it was, you don't say that when it's a goat, a sheep, a cow, a chicken. You don't give a, you'll sit there, eat the McDonald's, or you have your breast for turkey and stuff. Like, come on, it's just because it's a horse. Because when you think about a horse, it's just like the rest of the other animals. It's just, we use them as a personal use, so we got trained. Well, not trained necessarily, that's the wrong terminology. But we got used to, like, loving the animal. You feel me? But at the same time, at that point, treat every other animal with some dignity at that point. Like, alligator be on menus. You don't give it that same treatment. It's because you want to be a pet to an alligator. Like, that's crazy. Not the favoritism.
Without inspection, no meat is eligible for the FSIS mark of inspection.
And then lastly, I wouldn't want to eat a horse. I don't know who would want to eat a horse. Like, if I was in a different country and they didn't tell me that it was horse and I was eating it, I would be like, oh, okay, like, because I didn't know. But, like, if I knew, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I would probably just take a bite just to try, because I'm all about trying new experiences. Also, I don't want to be disrespectful to someone else's culture, because sometimes if we don't eat their food, they see it as disrespectful. So, like, I'll take a bite, you know, but I don't think I would be like, yo, put horse on my menu, bro. Make sure I have that horse right there. Like, that's just crazy. And certain other animals I don't care to eat either. I just feel like it's just messed up. Like if the roles were reversed and like I had it, like, and I was an animal, bro, and I couldn't like communicate or tell you like, don't kill me, don't come after me, I don't want to get slaughtered for you guys. Like, but then again, we gotta eat. It is what it is. We live in a cruel world, bro. Cruel world. Especially even crueler for animals.
Therefore, cannot be imported into or sold in the U.S.
That is it for this list.
Alright, guys, this is going to be the end of my video. Thank you everyone that tuned in. It means a lot, goes a long way. And of course, if you're messing with the content, give it a big thumbs up and sub up. It means a lot. And thank you for tuning in. We going to live stream tomorrow. Also, hopefully at an earlier time and probably less time.